Hello everyone, back to my channel. I'm Caitlin if you're new. So let's get started with this outfit. I'm not sure kind of the vibe I'm going for. I have some custom designs that I'm really happy about. So I think I might just go with just a basic type of thing. Maybe just doing something like simple, good. Yeah, I think this is cute. I think this would work. Okay, that outfit's good. Let's get started with what the hair is gonna look like. I did change it around an outfit I was wearing before, so don't mind that. Okay, so also this is my room for this island. I haven't really shown this island just because it is a different type of island than I've showed on my channel before. This is my forever island. I don't know if you guys have seen the trends going on with forever islands, but this is mine. I named it after one of my favorite cartoon characters, and basically, if you know Adventure Time, you might be familiar with the island name. But for the Forever Island, I kind of based it around my family and just stuff like that. And I had my family pick out some villagers that they like, and this is kind of what I went with. Now, the only ones that might change is Judy or Marshall, just because I do have Rosie's amiibo, and if you don't know, Rosie is my favorite villager, so I might swap her out with one. I'm not really sure. I do really love Judy and Marshall. They're definitely like one of my top fives. So basically, that's what it is. So we have Audie, we have Etoli, Apollo, Chester, Matilda, Raymond, Portia, Judy, Marshall, and Kid Cat. Now, for this island, I don't have a particular theme. We are kind of just decorating however really I want. I kind of feel like when I try to do a theme, that's when everything starts to get more stressful and just less fun to kind of do. So I think personally for me, I'm just gonna stop doing themes and just honestly just enjoy playing. And right now we're decorated for spring. I haven't changed anything from Easter. We're just gonna keep it for right now. And this is the entrance right now. I absolutely love it. I think it looks very good, very springy. Here's Judy. And right now, the island kind of looks a mess, but it's okay for right now. Like, these houses are very squished together. I am gonna work on that just because I think that's what we might do is just work on the island and just, just chat, because I feel like I've seen a few videos of people doing that where they just play and they just talk about honestly kind of whatever. So I honestly think I might just do that. So let's get the construction started and just work on some of the terraforming and everything. Just because honestly, I'm definitely did not mean to do that. I'm definitely trying to just figure out what I'm gonna do with this island. I'm definitely gonna like flatten it out first and then kind of work on what I want to work on. I think a new rock just spawned on that cliff. I didn't actually expect that, so I have to go break that. I'm kind of trying to figure out if I want to flatten the island and just leave it flattened and then just add random cliffs. I kind of don't know. But I think it's okay. I'll figure it out. I think something I did actually like want to talk about is I know there's rumors of a Animal Crossing game coming, and I'm very curious what everyone's thoughts are on the game and if they are going to make a new game. For me personally, I think it would be probably Nintendo's biggest decision if they make a new Animal Crossing game, especially because how well New Horizons did, especially because we were in a pandemic and everyone was basically at home. And Animal Crossing was just something that once the hype got out, everyone wanted to buy it. Like for me, Animal Crossing New Horizons was my first Animal Crossing game that I've ever played. So for me, it was like I saw a few people play New Horizons and I was immediately jealous and I just wanted to buy a Switch and get the game. And I remember that towards the end of quarantine, I bought a Switch Lite and I got the game. And it was just something where I was like, I have to play this. I was like, I want to play. I want to play with others who enjoy the game. Like, I just don't want to feel like I'm left out. Even though it's not like anyone would know I didn't have the game. But I think that goes for like everybody. Like, once you see something like on TikTok or on Instagram or honestly anything, like your first reaction is like, oh, this is so cool. Like, I need to buy it and I need it, you know? And I think that's the thing is like everyone was doing that. And I feel like Nintendo kind of dropped the ball when it came to keeping up with it. Especially because, you know, I know Mario is one of Nintendo's biggest games. And I'm not saying that they dropped the ball or anything like that. But I think it's one of those things where it's like Mario gets new games like almost every year. And especially with the Princess Peach game, like it's another edition of Mario. And I feel like they're kind of not focusing on Animal Crossing as much. And it's kind of unfortunate because all the people that were so burned out with Animal Crossing, myself included, that saw that there was going to be an update, literally got so excited. Like, we all were like, oh, like, what new items? Are there going to be any new characters added? Like, having more villagers added and having Brewster come and froggy chairs and new items, like, that was the best decision for them. Like, they needed to give us those updates. And I feel like since then, we haven't gotten anything. Like, it's kind of very, like, repetitive, and I think that's why so many people are kind of taking it upon themselves to be like, we need to make new challenges and we need to make new trends in Animal Crossing to just feel like we want to play the game. And I think that's the thing is like once it is kind of repetitive, it's kind of hard to feel the same spark you kind of did in the beginning, and that's definitely an issue I have. And maybe it's just because this is my first Animal Crossing game, but for me, it's like, like restarting your island and then starting new islands and stuff like that. It's very hard to like think about it, and you're like, oh, I'm just gonna be kind of doing the same thing. Like, how do I make this island different than what we've already seen before? And like, how do we just fix it? You know what I mean? And honestly, I just want to hear other people's opinions about it. And I think for me, there are some things I would love to see in the new game if it gets made. I think definitely, since custom designs became like the thing all of us are looking for each time we restart, I do think that more custom design slots need to be added. Like, that's not even a question. That's like kind of a demand. Like, we need more custom design slots. I'm not saying there has to be like unlimited amount of space, but I definitely think maybe doing it like kind of like the pocket space organizer, like where you redeem your Nook miles and you get an extra sleeve of space. I feel like they should do that with the custom designs and kind of make it more fun that way, to be like, like if I want more custom designs, I have to redeem this. I feel like that's good. I feel like another thing I would actually really love to see is Nintendo collaborating a lot more. Especially because the Sanrio collab did very well. People really like enjoyed it. Like the Sanrio collab was just really cool, and everyone was looking for those amiibos. Everyone wanted the items. Like, it was just something that was so cool. And I personally, I really like the Mario collab because I love having the Mario items in the games and everything. But again, it was one of those things where they did it and then they kind of just never did it again. And, it is kind of disappointing at times where it's like, we get so excited for these updates and everything, then nothing really else comes out for like another year or two. Like, I don't know when the Sanrio collab was. I think maybe it was like 2 years ago now. And it's one of those things where it's like, we kind of need like something every year, kind of, where it's like, especially if you want longevity for a game, you kind of need to like add some stuff to kind of make it where maybe even new players are like, hey, like, let me buy this game. I kind of feel like, especially because this game was such a big hit for Nintendo, it's like, I thought they would definitely like keep adding stuff and keep doing that. I think I talked about this maybe, but when it comes to villagers, I think definitely adding more dialogue is something I really want. Especially because since you have 10 villagers, you kind of have to have two of the same personality type twice. And I feel like the dialogue kind of gets repetitive. So I think definitely adding different dialogue would be good. Or maybe just adding like even another personality type to the game. Like, I don't know what type of personality, but even just adding another type would be really good, And just having that thing where the dialogue just is different. I think, and I think I posted this one day about like villagers that I would love for them to add to the game. I would love it if they added like maybe like bug villagers, like a moth or a ladybug. Like I think that would be really cool. Just because like realistically, like they could do it. You know, like I know bugs are small and everything, but like birds are really small and they're like the same sizes as like the cubs in the game, you know? So I feel like adding bug villagers like that could be really cool and just like a cute idea. I think something else that I think would be really cool is definitely adding different types of villagers. Like I just said, like bugs I think would be cool. I think adding like villagers like an otter or maybe just stuff like that. Like maybe fishes that kind of can look like they'll be a villager. I think that would be really cool. I think maybe adding. Honestly, I think a beaver would be like, or like caterpillars, or just something like that. I don't know if it's just because I rewatched A Bug Life a little bit ago that like the thought process I have, but who knows? I think adding Happy Home Paradise was really cool. I would really like it if Digby showed up more. I have his amiibo and I invited him to Brewster's a little bit ago, and he was talking with Isabel and he was saying how he works for Happy Home Academy, and I think it would be really cool if like he physically like showed up on Sundays. Like kind of like Daisy May where she sells the turnips. Like I think it would be cool if like he sent the letters in the mail like he does, but then he shows up physically like on Sundays. And he like you can talk to him, he can give you tips on maybe how to improve your house, like kind of what colors he think would look good together. Not saying you even have to listen to him, but especially because we have NPCs like Label, where he kind of just gives clothing advice and then gives us a ticket. So it's like, I think having Digby there to kind of help us with our houses would be really cool. I think that would be really cool if like you can invite an NPC and they actually show up on your island and like you can actually like talk to them. Like I think that would be really cool, you know? Like just doing that and like being able to like interact with different NPCs that like you just don't see on your island anymore would be really cool. Like especially for the people like me who haven't played another Animal Crossing game. Like we don't know who Dawn is really. We don't like I wouldn't know who Digby was if I didn't have his amiibo. I think for me, I just want to like take a few minutes and everything to kind of just talk about my channel overall and kind of my goal and plan with this channel. For me, I think it's definitely important that I choose games that I want to play, but I also want to test out games for you guys. Like, if I ever get a comment like, oh, like, are you ever gonna try this game? Or have you tried it already? Or, like, I would love to see a review of this. Like, I would love to do videos like that. Like, I made a video reviewing Princess Peach Showtime, and I reacted to the demo. But I want this channel to essentially just feel like a safe space for just anyone, really. Like, if you love playing cozier games, then you're 100% welcome here. And I think for this channel, especially Me, it's, like, I just want to have something that I'm happy about, but, I mean, maybe I'll do this if it works out, Like, if this ends up working out and people enjoy watching me play games, then I would probably really just love to do this every day. And I think especially like me being 23, it's like I feel like life is just passing by so quickly. And I'm in the same spot I was like 3 years ago. And it does not feel easier some days. Like sometimes I'll stress about like money or job. Everyone kind of just needs that space where they feel good about everything. And I feel like I'm really happy that I've built a community with people who play cozy games or just stuff like that. And I'm just really happy that people, like maybe leave comments on my videos saying, like, oh, like I loved this build, or I loved what you did here, or your videos really made my day, or stuff like that. It's like, there's probably no better feeling than that because it's like then it just makes you feel like you're doing the right thing. And like taking kind of that leap of faith of being like, like was making videos the right call for me to do? Like, should I not do anything with this? Or, it just makes me feel a lot better about like what I'm doing. I'm happy that I have a community. It definitely just makes me feel like I made the right choice to start making videos, having something that makes me happy, but then also makes other people happy. And I think it's just really important to just really enjoy your hobbies. And I'm happy that I didn't let my anxiety just be like, no, like you can't do that. Like, like I'm pretty grateful for everybody that does watch my leaves comments or anything like that, and I don't know, that's just kind of how I feel about it. I'm kind of like rambling, I feel like, but yeah, I think I'm gonna end the video here. I hope everyone enjoyed, and I will definitely be back for more Animal Crossing videos with this island. Let me know down below like what videos you want to see. If you like the videos where I kind of just sit and talk, no. If you like builds where I just put music on, leave me your thoughts down below. And I appreciate everyone for watching, and I will see you in the next video. Bye!